Hello. How's it going, y'all? Hello, hello. So today is mostly going to be no resets. I might reset once or twice if something really dumb happens. Forgive me. But I will try my best to not. I will try to try to keep myself focused. But I need to prepare for Pixel Perfect, which is this weekend. I think my run's tomorrow, actually. Let me check that. In 2 days. So, Saturday at 1 p.m. I will be doing Pepper Grinder. So that's exciting. And then also for SGDQ, just in case it gets called off back up. We'll see. I haven't heard anything yet, but I'm still hopeful. But how is everyone? Hey Haxum. Let's see. I'm going to check one thing fast. I need to do a few things related to GDQ, but I can do those after the stream. That's fine. Alright. I will do a little bit of warm-up. Just getting asked a question. Alright. I'm going to do a bit of warm-up, just a touch, because I haven't played in a bit. I love MATLAB. So true? Question mark? Hey Sudachi, how's it going? I haven't touched the game in quite a little bit, so we'll see how things go today. I need to turn on RTSS, because I forgot to do that. I've been working on code till like 3 in the morning. Oh god. Oh god. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully it hasn't been too bad. It's been nice. There we go. Oh, I shotgunned some caffeine drinky drinks and now I'm ready to kill the world. I see. Well, I hope you enjoy your caffeine trip. That's it. Out there. Hopefully millions can survive your wrath, but we'll see. I'm sure. In other Pepper Grinder news, TM, who previously held the world record until, Rad got a, 26. Bowden came back and got a 25 in, like, a week. So, you know, that's cool. What am I doing? I need to just do the flip hop. So, yeah, you know, just casually comes back. It's a, like, 30-second world record. Curb stomps all of us. And now I'm 3rd place, which I'm sad, but oh well. Hopefully it'll work, but I've made decent progress. That's good. I feel like, as someone who has coded a little bit, TM, not much, but just a touch, I'm gonna do Poison Ridge. feel like that's just how all coding is. Like, oh yeah, hopefully this works. We'll see. Oh, this is bad, but I just didn't grab the grapple. Oh. Wonder if I can actually just, like... No, I guess I can kind of rehook that. Yeah, I guess that works kind of as a backup. Not very well, but it works. Hi, Supersonic. Thank you for the good luck. Appreciate it. I'm not too worried about playing too well today. This is just kind of like casual little D-Rust. So I haven't been playing too much. I've been thinking a lot about about like going pretty hard on this game to like cap off the week before GDQ. That way I can spend time at the event, you know, doing things that are fun. And then if I need to, I can very quickly practice up the day before I go live or whatever. If it happens, we'll see. But if you're curious, my assignment included a problem solving for the work an airplane compressor will enact on a fluid through varying pressure ratios. Which isn't too bad. It included iterations, but some people did error loops for a variable. Those are words, alright. Yeah, no, I understand those, yeah. Yep. Yeah, you know, I get it. Airplanes, so. That's one word I recognize there. And I mean, like, I took math classes, so I know variables. That's a word that I know. I guess I don't super need that, but I would like to have it at a gym. I'm gonna practice Giant's Kitchen a few times, and then we'll just go ahead and get into runs. I don't think I need to practice too much more. Like, today is going to mostly be that. Do I get... How many do I get in Giant's Kitchen? Okay, I only get the one. Cool. That's what I thought. But yeah, I kind of need to see what coin routes and stuff Bowden does. Because I think he does a completely different coin route for me. I'm gonna practice this one a few times. Rithen. This isn't Yonoid 2-2. Yeah, I mean... If I was doing Tackle Box on stream, it would be kind of awful, I fear. Because I would just be resetting a lot. Because that game is hard. But that's how it is. That's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. I will probably do an all fish sometime. Because I do want to do that. But I got things to practice for. So... But, what's up? How are you? How are you doing? No, I don't mind. It's not that big a deal. I've certainly dealt with more annoying messages, and, like, I also like Tackle Box, so I like to get it. Honestly, that was pretty good. I'm kind of in my girl rot phase. So real. Created a new playlist. God, I'm jealous of people who can actively maintain a playlist, because my ass gets so bored of half of the songs I put on playlists, like, a week after I put them on my playlist. I don't know. I don't know if this is... Okay. Just a me problem, but, like... The amount of times I have restarted a playlist in my life that I'm just like, I'm gonna just dump every song I like on here. And then I'm like, oh, actually, I don't like a lot of these songs anymore. Is concerningly high. I dropped it. Didn't think I was gonna drop that there. I don't even really know how, but... Dropped it there, too. Weird. That's fine. I died? That's never happened before. Take this one out. Just so... Okay. Just kill me. Just kill me. Mental reset? Yeah, that makes sense. For the longest time, I would just shuffle my 600 like songs. I've tried making playlists in the past, but it always ends up being so hard to pick songs that fit one vibe. I don't know, it's not like... A lot of the time, I don't really try to stick to a vibe. It's just like, do I like this song? Do I want it in a playlist that I will hear it occasionally often? Yeah. Okay, cool. It doesn't help that I don't use Spotify or, like, Apple Music or anything. I use SoundCloud, which is annoying and dumb, but it has my music taste on it, so, like... Like, most hyperpop people upload on SoundCloud, to some extent, at least. So, like, it's generally not too bad. I will do... I think I'm gonna skip Rotobird for now. Because I kind of want to practice... Sea of Teeth real fast, because this has been giving me trouble some. Yeah, I mean, a lot of a lot of the bigger, like, notable hyperpop artists are on Spotify. Because, I mean, it's just, like, market share, fucking... Spotify is massive, so not being on there tends to be pretty rough. But a lot of the more underground producers and stuff just aren't on there, which sucks. But, yeah, that's how it be. I think I'm ready to get into runs now. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly like one of those things where it's like Spotify is just as convenient to me as SoundCloud is, right? It's like SoundCloud's a bit more annoying with the ads, because on mobile it's especially bad. What's it called? The like browser version of SoundCloud is actually really good. It doesn't serve you any audio ads. It's all just like banners and stuff, which is like sick, cool, awesome, thank you. So I use that on my PC a lot, but I don't know. Generally, I don't know. I'm much more of a YouTube video watcher than a music listener. I'm not a big music head. I have a very like niche, specific taste in music. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. But yeah, I mean, like, I totally get not wanting to swap from the thing you already use. Spotify also has, like, way more features. Okay. I didn't think I would land up there. That's, like, I would actively use. The only thing I think Spotify does kind of poorly is its, like, genre handling. I don't like the classifications they give some people. It's, like, fucking stupid. They just make up shit, and it's like, okay, cool. Yeah, I am really a big fan of this genre that you just created. Why not? It's, like, very frustrating to just get assigned a random label like that. But yeah. That too, but it's like, that's the world of streaming right now, is just not paying the people who make your shit, right? So, what you gonna do? Hell, you can remove the of streaming part of that sentence and it's still pretty true. I really don't see how Spotify doesn't have a better, like, rev sharing system. You literally have people pay for premium. Just take a cut of that and give it to artists, and then fucking... so stupid. But no. Big CEO gets a big paycheck. Yay. Why'd I go underwater and to damage boost? That's dumb. I just need to remember to damage boost there. There we go. I mean, as an individual, you have no power. As a group, then you do. I think if there's a group doing it, then that's fine, but, like, generally, it's, like, not that big a deal to me if an individual chooses to support a company that I dislike. It's when, you know, say the entire queer community is like, we won't buy from this famous chicken restaurant. I'm not gonna name names, because to non-Americans this won't make much sense. But if, like, a whole community is boycotting and you're part of that community and don't take place in it, I'm like, kinda ick. I can't lie. And, like, I totally also get, like, doing what you need to get by or whatever. But it's like, I don't know, a lot of people, I think, just don't have spines. and won't stand for something they believe in, which is really frustrating and annoying as someone who thinks that's a good thing to do. And it's like, they'll justify it in really bullshit ways, where it's like, I've seen a lot of people use the phrase, no ethical consumption under capitalism to justify them supporting a dog shit company, and it's like, that, close, but no. Ain't how that works. It's very confusing to me. But something media literacy, I don't know. I don't know, a lot of people just won't experience a very slight amount of discomfort if it, even if it, like, betters the world pretty significantly, I think. And it's like, what are we doing? I don't get it. I really don't. And it's equally crazy to me as well, because it's like, so many people already live without these things. Like, this is especially prevalent when it comes to people who are, like, super weird about how cars need to be the only, like, transport option. It's like, millions of people live without cars daily in the United States, you know? I think you will be okay, especially if we support that lifestyle more. But no, people would rather just, you know, fucking... Oh yeah, no, it's unhinged, but, like, car freaks and lobbyists are pretty prevalent in American culture. The damage that lobbying infrastructure creators has done to American culture is pretty insane, I think. I really don't get it. Because, like, America used to be really train-reliant before cars were invented. And then we just, like, completely phased them out. And now people are like, oh, we can't phase out cars. And it's like, we did before. What the hell? We did this to trains, specifically. It's like, what? And it's like, I forgot that I'm not supposed to rehook there. Oh well. I don't know, it's insane to me. Okay. Pretty bad ending, but whatever. Like, just how bad the mental gymnastics are of the, like, car, culture in America. I don't get it. I don't get it. Some European countries are definitely getting that way, because, like, a lot of culture is very American-centric because of the influence we have created on other countries. Or I guess not even created, exerted would probably be the best word there. And a lot of people will just very blindly, and very stupidly as well, just follow whatever policy decisions we make. And it's like, yeah, man, British, you Brits talk a lot about how you hate trans people. Yeah, that's so real. Definitely. Yeah, no, you guys definitely don't have the worst economy out of the entirety of Europe, and I saw an article the other day that was like, Britain has a worse economy than any of the United States, any of the 50 United States, which is insane to me. Like, I don't get how you fuck it up that bad, you know? I guess, you know, leave the European Union and that'll happen, right? But it's, what do you mean? There are a lot of very dumb states that have no infrastructure, no future. They are just a drain on our resources. It's like, how? You're an entire country. How'd you fuck this up? It's so fucking stupid. It is actually terminally brain rotten. But yeah, no, keep focusing on immigrants and trans people. That'll save you, definitely. Like... instead of, you know, fucking... actually paying people wages and... getting rid of tax cuts. Like, so dumb. So stupid. But... brain rot runs terminal, and... I mean, I think they're gearing up to an election soon.
Dog7 tipped $30. MF
Holy
Pride.
shit! Hello, Daft7. I forgot to do the strat. Damn it. Oh, I'm dead. Oh well. Holy fuck. $30 whole dollars? That's my go. What's up, Dafts? Good to see ya. Holy shit, dicks. Thank you so much. That's very generous of you. Very kind. I appreciate that a lot. Have fun. I have fun every day I stream. Most of the time. But I hope you are doing well, friend. It's good to see ya. I'm actually just gonna die here. This Rotoburr Pits has been really bad anyways, but it's not a big deal. Thank you so much. Happy motherfucking Pride. Yeah, I'm just gonna die here again. I can't hit a double jump, Sage. Oh well. Interesting. That was a really strange ending, but thank you so much, Daft. You want a state with no future? Be like Louisiana. Yeah, no, it's wild. Oh yeah, this reminds me. I got a donation off stream yesterday, so I want to play the alert for that. I'm gonna see. This message is a banger. Hold on.
Kobe tipped $10. LGBT stands for Let's Go Bingo Transgender.
I got that yesterday off stream because I tweeted about my tip jar. And Kobe donated very generously. So I wanted to replay that alert. I was gonna wait until she was here, but she's not here. But that's okay. Let's go bingo transgender. But thank you so much for the donation, Daft. Okay, hold on. Me cooking. I really do appreciate that a lot. $30? Jesus. Congrats on becoming top donator with one fell swoop. Also, I saw the I love trains message. Yeah, I agree. I'm new to this whole train thing, but I think they're pretty cool. I've only been on one, I guess, a few times now. It depends on what your definition of train is. But I've been on one a few times now. It's very convenient. I don't get why people don't like them. Or at least people who haven't ridden them before. A lot of people, very strange to me, will just like blindly kind of pledge their allegiance to cars. And it's like, I get it to some extent, I guess, because cars can be very convenient and very useful. But I don't see why it's a problem to just have other options, you know? And that's my thing, is like, we can keep highways or whatever. I don't want them. You know, I would prefer if we got rid of them, but I'm happy to compromise and remove, you know, keep highways or whatever, because I think highways have an important part in American infrastructure or whatever. I mean, a little bit over-exaggerated if you ask me, because that's how it is. We've become reliant on them. But, like, I get it. They're important. Whatever. My main thing is, like, I don't see why city blocks have just constant roads. It's just all roads. It's like, what's the point of living in a city, right, if you can't go anywhere without a car? The whole point of a city is that it's more convenient to live in because you have access to things close to you, right? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It's very confusing. I don't see why anyone would live in a car-reliant city. It just doesn't make any sense. It removes the entire, like, benefit of living in a city. I guess other than, like, oh, you get paid more because there's more opportunity. Whatever. Sure. But it's like one of the biggest benefits of living in a city, and it's just like, American cities don't have it. It's so weird. It's so weird to me. Yeah. I don't get it. And, like, instead of putting money into making that infrastructure better, we just dump money into, like, police, and it's like, oh yeah, no, this will make the city better, for sure, yeah. No, definitely. Like, look, if we get those arrest rates even higher, I'm sure the American economy will turn around. I guess it will, because, you know, prisons use slave labor or whatever, but, you know. With most people not doing crimes and not going to jail, arguably, some of them definitely should, and mostly people who, like, lead corporations and stuff like that, but, you know, with most people not going to jail, it's like, why are we spending time trying to just imprison more and more people? I don't get it. It's so weird. Yeah, the big thing about trains is that it's like, you don't have to do anything. You just get on it, and then you are at your destination. Yeah, totally. Like, 100%. And it's like, not only, trains are much cheaper on average to maintain as well, because, well, you don't have just random engine failures. You don't have your tires fucking, like, busting. It's like, it's so much easier to maintain a train over a car. It's like, you dump a few 100,000, maybe a few million into a system, and it's like, it works pretty much year-round, and it services everyone. It's like, plus, like, car infrastructure is such a drain on resources. It's like, what the fuck? It takes so much effort and money and care and labor to take care of our infrastructure, and it's like, we just waste all of it. Also, what's up, Odin? Most base run commentary ever. I mean, I didn't intend to get into politics today, but I mean, I've been seeing a lot of stuff that, like, just makes me very hopeless for the future. So it's like, nice to talk about it some and get it out of my brain, and have people agree with me as well about the state of things. Because it's like, I really don't have hope for the future at this point. It's quite unfortunate. Not to go doomer. I'm not gonna go, like, full doomer. It's just like, the decisions we make have no benefit other than making a very small handful of people richer and, like, quote-unquote, making the stock market better, which is not an important thing to me. I don't care about the stock market. Nor do I think most people do. People agreeing is the part that feels good? Exactly. I mean, it just, like, people agreeing is the only thing that, like, actually makes me feel like maybe there's something we could do. To, like, change things. I think, am I at the right coin count? I haven't checked. But with how I've just been yapping and not really paying much attention to the game, hey, this is a good sign, because it means I can run this game while just going full commentary mode and not run into many issues. Right, I need to stay up, I forgot. But yeah. Like, it's nice to know that people agree and do want it to change as well. Because that's the only way we actually solve the problems, right? At least in theory. You know, who knows what happens over the next few months, years, whatever have you. What have you. But presumably, assuming, you know, society remains even an ounce of democratic, you know, who knows what happens over the next few... Why'd I do that? Whatever happens over the next few years, who knows? But, you know, assuming that we have some say in what happens, however marginal that say is, that's the only thing that, like, gives me hope, is that people see the problems and agree that we need to do something to stop it. Aww. This grapple is probably one of the, like, hardest in the game for no reason. But yeah. I mean, I don't know. I can't see change not happening, but I'm not so hopeful that it'll happen in my lifetime. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it has to happen in our lifetime, or we won't have a lifetime to do it. But it's like, I don't know, a lot of people, I think, are aware of the problems and can acknowledge them. It's just about doing something about it, which I think a lot of people either think that, you know, voting someone in will fix all the problems or whatever, which it won't. I don't think so. At least, I'm not confident that it will with the state of our government. I'm not sure it will like, solve much. Unless we have big, sweeping changes in policy, which, I mean, is possible, with more people getting into government that want to make those changes. But it's like, we as people need to do something, right? It's like, I don't know, if people don't, then that's how it's gonna be, right? But I'm hopeful that people will, is the main thing. Also, what's up, Bites? I agree, I don't know the context of the conversation. It's okay, agreeing is good, I think. I've taken so much damage, I need to chill. I tried to jump over that. Oh well. I mean, this run wasn't good anyways, but it's fine. And invincible. Satch. What? You go that way? That was scary, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Either way, it's an interesting topic to me, because it's like, it's very often that I'll just see stupid people saying stupid things, and it's like very frustrating, because I don't like when stupid people weigh in on things like that. Especially things that they don't actually know or understand. It's like, especially with how bad some social media sites have gotten recently. Because of certain people being in charge. You know. Like, seeing dumb people is much more common now, I fear. I was way too early on that. Well, I will practice that real fast. Okay. I just need to do it when I'm actually on the raft, that's all. I mean, honestly, this run wasn't... right, I need to This run wasn't that bad. Did anyone see my coin count? I definitely intended to check. I'm just gonna die, I think. But I did not, Wow. That's funny. I definitely intended to check my coin count, but I didn't, so I'm just gonna grab the extra coin, just so I can actually finish the run and practice the stage that I need to. But yeah, I mean... I'm so thankful that the speedrun community is, like, normal, because if I were playing any other game at even a... Or if I was playing a game with a different community, rather, then I know that the people disagreeing would be very loud and vocal about it. Okay, I did collect all the coins I needed, good. And it'd be really annoying. So, I'm very thankful for speedrunners for being mostly normal. There are a few people that I'm like, how are you in speedrunning? I don't get it. But most people are very normal. Okay, nice. Pretty epic frame drops. What the fuck? I didn't expect to die there. But, okay, that's fine. Yeah, no, I have too, because every now and then I'll see other communities, and I'm like, how do people survive? Because I'm gonna be real, the biggest controversies in speedrunning are always like, this event did X thing. And it's like, you can just not do the events, you could just look away from the events, right? Which is very nice. And it's like, even if it kind of breaks out into mainstream, it tends to be very... right, I need to go under that reef so I can just climb up normally. It tends to be very, self-insulated. Trying to get into anything else nowadays is like, oh wow, I hate all of you. Yeah, no, exactly. That's how I felt when, I had a brief stint of wanting to get into Ultimate, Smash Ultimate, when I was in high school. And I had already started speedrunning by that time. Granted, not as thorough as I am now. I was involved in different communities that were also way worse. But, like, Ultimate players, there's something wrong. There's something deeply wrong with a lot of them. That goes for a lot of gaming communities as well, but... Yeah, Minecraft was one too. I used to play a lot of UHC. And the UHC community has some of the most obnoxious, toxic gamers I've ever met. It's like so many massive egos, and it's so dumb. I nearly dropped the pop there. That would have been annoying. It's wild. It's actually half normal people and half people complaining about how mods are woke now. See, I see the second half of that sentence, and it's weird that people are complaining about that, because I mean, like... Yeah. That's, like, they're game modifications. People will just add what they want. I don't get it. Just don't download the mod. Trying to find a single normal person in Osu is a genuine Saw-level task. See, I feel like most rhythm games are relatively normal. Like, I think, like... I tried briefly to get into Stepmania when I was younger, and I don't remember I mean, granted, Stepmania is not that large of a community, I don't remember it ever being particularly an issue. You know? Like, I remember people being at least mostly normal. There were a few people that were like, how are you even real? I don't get it. I think I'm just gonna do a full hop from here on out on this level. I don't want to really rely on the double jump. I'm just gonna fall. Actually, I kind of want to do this instead. How does that not work? What's happening? Hold on. Does this wall just not work? Full hop is super safe? Yeah, but when I was trying it, I had to use the coyote time, because otherwise you get super close like that. So I'm not really sure if that's a skill issue thing, or if it was me just mistiming my jump. Or I guess I said the same thing twice. Or if it's just how the setup works. But yeah. I mean, I experimented with full hop and it seemed really safe, but I don't know, it was weird. I'm gonna turn down my game while I'm here. While I'm here and the run's dead. But yeah. I never want to get into anything multiplayer. I entirely don't blame you. I feel like multiplayer games have some of the largest egos in gaming. I really don't get it. I don't get how people can be so self-centered in, especially, like, team-based games. It's like, people misplay. Be fucking forgiving, you know? It fucking happens, man. What is happening? There we go. They patched that shit. That's crazy. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I used to play a lot of Overwatch, so I was raised in the trenches. And, like, I don't get how people are so mean without a care. You know? Holy shit. Dude, why can't I drill crush? That's crazy. What the hell? I just can't carry a pop today. Next run will be much better, smile. Yeah, I turned it off for this level. This level is very loud and obnoxious, and so I just turned it off. I'll turn it back on afterwards. But that big, like, robot mech has completely just terrible sound balancing. My mixer says it's still there. It's just, like, negative 55 decibels. There we go. But yeah, I turned it off. Okay. Hi Talia, go Wimpy. It's back now. Don't worry. Overwatch is a game of all time. Unfortunately. I wish it wasn't. You know? But what's up, Anarchy? Hey, you should watch the new record after this? Maybe. I could be convinced. What's my estimate again? I think it's a 35. It might be a 32. Okay, I don't... my FPS is wrong. I just can't pop it. What the fuck is happening? I can't pop. They patched this shit, man. Ads in about 3 minutes, by the way. If you would like to avoid them, you can sub to the channel. I would really appreciate that. But this guy's model looks so goofy. I think he looks really cool. I think he's rad. I really like Nero's design, personally. The, like, rotoscoping looks so strange, but it's really interesting and unique. Looks very different compared to everything else in the game, which is exactly what I want out of a final boss. Like, it's so cool. I think it's really cool. Alright, cool. And get him off my screen. And GG. Cool, cool. For a first run, it's not that bad. Like, I fucked around a lot in Deep Rot City and died, so it's like, whatever. Where was my big time losses, really? I know Giants... Rotoburr was really bad, right? It was up until Rotoburr that things were fine, and then Mint I had to retry. Ice Melt, I grabbed the second coin because I wasn't sure. Witchfire was fine, but I took that weird death. And then Deep Rot was just me fucking around. So yeah, I mean, honestly, not that bad. I was expecting a bit worse, but it's good. It's fine. I'm gonna practice for a little bit, and the ads will run, and then I think we'll get back into runs. But yeah, I'm chilling. Who up? Grinding. They pepper me. Oh my god, me. Hi, me. It's like uncanny how 3D it is. Yeah. It's really good. I really like it. Alright. I will go ahead and run the ads 30 seconds early. Ooh, no. But I'm just gonna practice during them, and then afterwards we will go back. I'm gonna practice Mint some. And then I'll go back to Rotoburr and practice that. Okay. Interesting. I can't believe I got through that run without resetting. I'm, like, surprised. Why do the bikes sound like that? Genuine Mandela effects? I have never heard that sound effect. What? Is every copy personalized? Not sure what you mean. I wasn't paying attention to my positioning there. That's pretty good. I could have gotten a few more hits in, but solid. Like, why is it so loud compared to everything else? The bikes have just have, like, this quiet noise for me. Interesting. Yeah, no, they've always been pretty loud, and I think. What else was there? Good practice cannon climb. Bodin, by the way, I wanted to ask, is the pop at the end of this level slower? Or is it like a consistency thing, where it's like, it'll always be like this speed, but you're removing the cycles? Because I never actually timed it. I just saw... Depends on the cycle you're on. That makes sense. I just saw Rad go for it, and I was like, I kind of like that. It feels kind of fast. Because you're removing the climb and the backtracking. It's a more, like, direct line. So I just started doing it, but... I don't know, I need to learn the cycles in this game better. I haven't really ever tried to learn them entirely because, well, I just don't like cycles. For how cycle-based this game is, for, like, how many there are in this game, you'd think I liked them more, but nope, I fucking despise cycles. Just die at the end of this stage, I think. Or at the, checkpoint. Cycles are fucking boring. It's not even like... I don't know, I'm not the biggest hater of them, it's just... It's a lot to learn, and it's really frustrating to learn, because it's, like, hard to be consistent at them, you know? Type beat. What else do I need to practice? Because that Rotoburr was pretty good. I want to practice Giant's Kitchen. One more time. I'm just gonna do a Giant's Kitchen run through before every attempt. What game has no cycles? I mean, you can say a lot of options, there are a lot of answers to this question, but... What game are you thinking of that has no cycles? Think my answer is obvious? I mean, it might be, but you forget who you're dealing with. World's least typical Neuro. Right here. Okay. Also, it's incorrect. Noid only has one cycle. Actually has one cycle. Okay. Fucking liar. Pants on fire. Bicycle with no cycles, so a bye? You can't say that. It's Pride Month. I didn't see what the time on that was, but it felt pretty clean. I think I'll just go next attempt. $135? I think that's fine. It was, like, messy, kinda, in the center, because I had to, like, change strats, but... Not a big enough deal to me to care. Anyways. I guess I should be locally recording each attempt, just in case I do end up PBing. That might be wise. Perhaps an idea. That would be good. Anyways. Appreciate you guys hanging out for my fucking yapping session earlier. There was something I wanted to talk about before stream. but I can't remember what it was. Oh, terrible. The yapping is what I'm here for. What the hell? Mods. I've been, slowly but surely learning all fish, off stream. And I have been trying to get a run, but if you haven't been keeping up with how the big catch has gone, we found a huge, vertical launch glitch that has killed every single run I've tried to do, of all fish, which is really fun. So, it's been going well, to say the least. I thought I had the trick, like, on download, because I was hitting it really consistent when I was running tin fish, but now I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and it makes me kind of sad. They're true, I'm here for the yapping too. Uh-huh. I love understanding concepts more and understanding what I did wrong in code. Ugh. See, when I was in high school, I took a couple of, like, game development classes, because I wanted to be, like, a game designer. And then I learned that, oh, programming actually fucking sucks. And I don't think I can do all that much in game design if I don't know how to fucking code. And, like, there's not an artistic bone in my body. What the fuck? What's happening? I don't know why I can't hit pops consistent. Oh. What? Did I, like, bonk? I didn't know I could do that. But yeah. So, once I realized, oh, programming kind of sucks, actually. That was when I kind of stopped wanting to do game development. Also, I wanted to... Right, this is what I wanted to talk about before stream. Are there any, like... What the fuck is happening? I'm getting, like, drill zip. Oh, I'm getting unstuck. It's crazy. Are there any indie game speedruns that people like that are generally popular and kind of... Like... What's the way I can describe this? There's, like, something to explain pretty consistently throughout the run. Like, interesting tech, good movement, cool tricks, whatever. Are there just, like, indie games people like as speedruns that are interesting? Don't say you'll know it too. I guess I should have expected that, but, you know. Because I have been brainstorming a ton of ideas for a indie games, like, speedrun explained series. And I have a lot of them that I think would work really well, that I don't think other people have covered. And I think I have a pretty cool lineup that if I can get the ball rolling on actually making them, and I'm trying to, I'm attempting, then that would be really fucking sick. Ultra Kill is a really good call, but I feel like I'd want to wait on release. I know Ultra Kill is supposed to release, like, soon, TM. But it's one of those games that, like, kind of the same thing for Hades 2. If I decided to cover it, I would want to wait until full release. I also think other people would do it anyways, since I want something niche, but still something, like, popular, you know? I know those are contradicting things, but something popular enough to where people will be interested, but not something so niche that it's like, it kind of feels like a surprise that someone would ever cover it, right? I think a good example would be Pizza Tower. Because, like, that game, super popular. Very popular. But it's, like, such a specific experience when you're playing and running it that it might not break out to a lot of people, or might not, like, stand out to a lot of people as a, game when you think of speedrunning, right? Even though it's one of the, like, most popular games on speedrun.com. And I'm gonna guess it's the ILing thing for that, but, you know. Another one would be, like, Cult of the Lamb. Not something you think of when talking about speedrunning, but a very popular, game casually, right? Risk of Rain series would be a good fit if the runs weren't 80% waiting. Yeah, that's fair. I've definitely seen Risk of Rain speedrunning content, and it's always been pretty interesting, I think. Risk of Rain is a cool series, for sure. I think, if anything, Risk of Rain Returns might be... Okay, good, I got that. Whew, spacing there was, like, perfect. Would be kind of nice. I feel like Ultra Kill doesn't have that much tech, though. It's mostly boosting through different versions of boosting. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bunch of tech. It can be just implementing them in different ways. I think a good example of that would be Mario Odyssey is, like, relatively straightforward when you boil it down to the basics. But the ways you apply the tech are what make the run interesting and unique. And I think... Oh, come on. I think that's kind of what I'm looking for. But it can also be, like, just super dense, like, different tricks throughout all the run. I think that's also fine, too. It doesn't have to fit the quota, like, that well. I'm just looking for ideas. The run is literally all menuing for Risk of Rain Returns. Sag. 2 seconds of movement and 90 seconds of menuing. Yeah, that's pretty fair. I've only watched a little bit of Returns before. I don't know, I really like... Not that I'd ever play it, I'm not really a roguelike player. It's pretty rare for me to like roguelikes a lot. But... I probably shouldn't be going for that, health gem, in honesty. But whatever. I'll be going for it for safety in marathon runs anyways, but... I don't know, I think the 2D side-scrolling Risk of Rains are really cool. Mages of Mistralia. I've never heard of this game. Oh no, I totally have seen this game before. How old? This is from 2017? Damn. It's old. Yeah, I mean, I haven't looked too much at games that I want to cover. I mean, I know a few of them just right off the bat. Some of it, like, a few of them are what gave me the idea to do it in the first place. And those are mostly the ones I have, like, noted down. I have a little Discord server for it now. That only I'm in, but, you know. Yeah. I think, some indie games just jump out to you immediately. And it's like, hell yeah. Also, Talia, I know you said Celeste earlier. The thing about Celeste is that other people are like... Oh, right, I need to grab this coin. I forgot that the pop again. Other people are doing videos about Celeste, and that creates an issue where I don't want to do videos that are things other people have are going to cover, even if the videos are, like, kind of old. That just, like, diminishes the returns on making them type beat, you know? Of course I hit that first try after taking 10 trillion points of damage, so I just can't damage boost through anything. Sad. Like, I think Tomato Anus has had Celeste in his, what is it? His, like, Patreon poll, like, 8 times, and it's, like, always, like, 1 or 2 votes off winning. But yeah. Also, I think Yonoid 2 would make for a really funny April Fool's video. I don't know. Something that's, like, humorous, but not just, like, straight up a throwaway video. That'd be funny. That is so not a Tommy game. I don't know. I disagree. I definitely agree that he has a general genre and feel to him. He's typically very FPS oriented, kind of Bethesda adjacent type beat. But I mean, he's covered, like, Mario Odyssey before, and I think that video is one of his best videos. There are a lot of things that what are some other ones that I've seen that, like, kind of surprised me that he ever covered? Yeah, he did Odyssey with Tyrone, and it's, like, so... Okay, I'm not a Mario fan. Odyssey is, like, one of the only Mario games that I will actively tolerate. I am an active Odyssey enjoyer, I can't lie. I very often will just lurk in Tyrone streams, because I think Odyssey has some really cool 3D platformer movement. I don't know. Mario speedruns go kind of back and forth for me. I hate 64. I am so bored of 64. Sunshine, I think, is cool, but that game sucks, so I can't ever really enjoy it myself. I'm surprised that hit. Odyssey is amazing. I was never really a Galaxy person. I don't know much about those games, and that's fucked up. What just happened to me there? I'm not much of a Galaxy person. I just never really played the games myself. And so I guess I won't latch onto that grappling hook, then. But, and, like, a lot of the 2D ones are fine. I think the new Super Mario Bros. Series is a better speedrun than most of the classic ones. It just has cooler movement to me. I really like 3D World and Bowser's Fury. Those two games fucking slap. But, oh, what? I didn't mean to snipe him. But, yeah, no, I'm generally not a Mario fan. I don't go out of my way to watch them, but I think when I do, it's like half the time it's pretty boring. The other half is like, oh, okay, this is like cool. Yes. The only exception is Odyssey, which I think is probably one of the best speed games of all time. It's definitely in the, like, top 10 for me, for sure. I wonder if I were to... what would be my top 10 best speedrunning games? I'm not really sure. I mean, most of them would probably be pretty obscure. Like, I'm trying to think together a list to make. To, like, add up. I mean, Spark's definitely, like, top 3. I don't know if it's top 1, but it's definitely, like, 2nd or 3rd. I'd have to think more about it. Big Catch Tackle Box one. The full game might be. It doesn't feel right putting what is essentially a demo in top 10 best games, speedrunning games of all time. I also don't think BRC would make it. I do think JSRF would make it. I think that might be top 5 pick. But BRC has too much downtime with score battles and cutscenes that aren't skippable. I know you can make that argument for JSRF, but at least the speedrun has some, you know, fucking quality of life tools that make them skippable. Ooh, Titanfall would definitely be in there. Titanfall 2 would 100% be in there. Probably the top 5, maybe top 3 if I'm really thinking about it. I think a Halo game might be in there. I really like Combat Evolved. But I don't watch Halo runs enough to, like, know for sure. I'd have to research a little bit more. And I feel like if I have to research something to justify putting it in, then it probably doesn't make my list. People thinking TF2 is a good speed game is a massive gaslighting campaign by Brown Otto. I have no idea how they made it work. That's funny. I'm sending that message to him because that's really funny. I will blur out your name. I don't know. I disagree. I think Titanfall has a lot of problems, obviously. Like, the cutscenes are such a huge turnoff. But, like, it has some of the best movement just in video games, in my opinion. Like, as a speed game, particularly, I think it has really impressive movement. It's one of those things, because I recently tried learning Titanfall 2, and so that's where a bit of this is coming from, is like, oh, now I have experience with this game, and I can say there's a lot more going into it than on the surface. And so that's where some of my appreciation is coming from it. Because I didn't realize some of the things that existed would have to be played around like that. Mirror's Edge... I don't know, I was never a big Mirror's Edge person, personally. I need to remember to do this properly, oops. Mirror's Edge is one of those games that's like, oh yeah, it has spectacular movement. But the visual style of it was always kind of a turnoff for me. I never liked really how it looked. It never flowed quite how I wanted it visually. And I think that's a, like, super surface level complaint, sure. But as someone who hasn't played that game before, it's really... I don't know, I think of it every now and then, and I'm like, oh, this run's cool. Right. I remember this run being pretty cool. And then I look at it and it's like, how did I think this run is cool? This looks kind of... I don't know if that makes much sense. I don't love that the game is entirely in light mode. It's not even that, really. I think it's more about the animations. I think good speed games have a... this is gonna sound weird. Good speed games tend to have really responsive animations. And when those animations work in tandem with how you gain speed, I think Pizza Tower is a fantastic example of what I'm talking about, if you need something to point to. Good speed games have a dab button. That's funny. True. But they have that visual style to them, to where you can usually tell when you are going fast and succeeding. And I feel like Mirror's Edge, from an outsider's perspective, doesn't really have that. At least to me. I'm sure if I played it, it might be a little bit different. But it's one of those games where when the runner is going fast, it's hard for me to ever tell. And because of that, it's kind of hard for me to appreciate it. That said, it might make like a top 15. Because I definitely think it'd be offensive, I think, to not give Mirror's Edge the credit it deserves, because I feel like Mirror's Edge was very quietly kind of a pioneer in speedrunning. People don't really think of it as such, but I think that's because Mirror's Edge isn't usually a series you think of when you think of speedrunning. It's usually not the most standout, but I do think it paved the way for a lot of games to lean more into it, right? It's not a Nintendo game, so it's not in the spotlight. That's real and true. It is wild to me how much of a stranglehold Nintendo games have on speedrunning. Because I'll be real, I think the only game... Oh, I jumped way too early again. The only game I could, in good conscience, put on the top 10... I guess there are two Nintendo games that I would maybe put. Is Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, because I'm a huge Wind Waker fan. I love that game. And Mario 64 for kind of obvious reasons. But I don't think I'd put Super Mario 64 on top 10. That said, I think Wind Waker might make it. I personally really like Wind Waker. I think it'd be Wind Waker HD. I don't like SD, mostly because of Manual Super Swim. I think Manual Super Swim sucks. Fucking awful. But, you know. HD, I think, is really cool. I think it's a solid run, but you're better off with any other Source game. Oh yeah, I think a Source game should make it. I could give it to probably... I don't know, I'm biased towards Portal 2. I really like Portal 2's run. I think Portal 1 is a bit too broken for my blood. Then again, Portal 1 is one of those speedruns that kind of... like, really pushed the popularity aspect of it, I think. Like, when I think of games that made speedrunning a contemporary hobby, Portal is one of them, I think. Because lots of people love that game. The speedrun is just a broken, glitchy mess. And it's one of those things where I think if a very beloved game is super broken as a run, then it's, like, very surprising to a lot of people. Portal is that game that everyone ran at some point? Yeah, for sure. It's short enough to, like, be something anyone can get into, like, 100%. My only thing is, like, I think Portal 2 has the more impressive strats from a runner perspective. Because a lot of Portal 1, very difficult, you know. Very hard. Especially at top level, when you're trying to really optimize and push it. A lot of Portal 1 is dominated by a handful of tricks. Whereas I think Portal 2 has a much greater variety of tricks, and that's what I appreciate in runs, is variety. I don't like games that are kind of one note, and I think that's why Spark isn't my just instant top 1, is because while that game has a very wide plethora of movement options, Hyperdash has got to a point where they kind of over-centralize the game. That said, I don't think it's as bad as Portal 1 with, you know... Portal 1 has a good variety of categories, which kind of helps. I can agree with that, yeah. But if your variety is coming from categories, I think that kind of undermines the excellence of your game, right? That's why I think Titanfall is a better speedrun than Portal 1, is no matter what category you run, the variety of tricks will remain the same, will remain the constant factor. That's what I think is good about a speed game, is when no matter what categories you run, there's a plethora of strats and tricks you can take, and that variety is consistent. That's what I really appreciate, because that's ultimately the thing about speedrunning that makes it so fucking cool, right? Is seeing all of the different ways games can be demolished, right? Like that, you know? Like, seeing how two very similar games, I'll use Half-Life 2 and Half-Life 1 as an example of this. Seeing how two very kind of fundamentally similar games be completely different in how they're executed is so fucking cool. And I think Mario games have that to a pretty big extent too. Because Mario ultimately, fairly simple moveset, you know, they spice it up, but seeing how each one is just so different is what makes speedrunning cool to me. I especially like when what are effectively sequels, you know. I'll use, I think Portal 1 and Portal 2 are probably good examples of it. What? What did I die to? What the hell? Okay, whatever. I got that strat immediately. That's fucked up. What are sequels, you know, act so differently. That's what I love. Because you can tell... I forgot that the game's loud again, so I can't hear myself talk. I love when you can tell that devs, like, knew about speedrunning glitches, but what do you know, this game is still a fantastic speedrun, right? It's like, they removed some things that make it really cool, but now you're replacing it with these equally unique strats. I'm just gonna go ahead and die, I think. I'm at 1 health. But I don't know. Like, my bias always will lie with platformers over anything else. Because I think, ultimately, platformers will just always dominate speedrunning to me. Everything else, yeah, sure, cool. You know, like, I like FPS runs, too. But, I don't know, there's something about just a good old-fashioned platformer, you know, Sonic, Mario, all sorts of different indie hits, that is, like, just unparalleled to go fast in, right? Also, I do think a Sonic game belongs there, and I think I would personally give it to Sonic Adventure, just because of the variety of the game. But I think FPSs tend to tick all my boxes. Yeah, that makes... I totally get why FPSs are so popular, because, like, fuck, they're fun to run. Like, FPSs are definitely some of the, like, golden standard. But my bias is towards platformers for sure. I wonder what horror games I'd put in my top 10. I'm not really a horror guy, is the thing. I'm mostly... I don't know, I'm mostly just not really a knower when it comes to good horror games. So it's like hard for me to ever like think about them as speedruns, because I don't even know the games to begin with. Which makes it a bit challenging for me to ever, you know, think about them. Yeah, I feel like a lot of horror games make really good runs. But I also feel like, particularly with retro horror, they end up becoming kind of walking simulators, which can be really just not all that interesting. And I'm dead. I don't think modern horror games suffer from that a lot. Like, the Outlast series is what I'd probably point to. Like... What am I just doing the fucking vanilla strats for? I pop. Whatever. Outlast 2 is a joke. I like no checkpoint killing. But yes, Outlast 2 is a joke. Also, GG. They need a mod to... they need to mod the game to make it a good run? Yeah, for sure. I totally... Like, it is kind of sad how that game ended up being, but it's like... I don't know, when that mod is in it, it's a really fucking good run. But yeah, totally agree. It is kind of sad. Alright, well... Woohoo, yeah! Isn't it fucked up that if you quit during the cutscene, the game isn't counted as completed? Wow, fake speedrun. Anyways. Just sucks that the devs are lame? Yeah, kinda. For sure. I'm like scrolling speedrun.com looking at games. Oh, dude. I feel like it's illegal to not have a Hitman game on there. No? Am I alone in this? I feel like Hitman is like equally gold standard for speedruns. Like, when I think of what was the first speedrun I ever saw, or like, what was some of the, like, maybe first, like, 20 games that I ever watched as a speedrun. I think one of the first ones I think of is Hitman Blood Money. I'll take, maybe. The new Hitman games are so lame. I really like them from a casual perspective, and I've seen speedruns of them before. I think they have a level design problem more than they have a mechanics problem, you know? For speedruns, I feel like the level design lets down a lot of the time. For sure. Because ultimately, the game becomes pretty centrally snipers, long-distance shots, explosions, some poison, but, you know, a lot of distraction shots, which I think distraction shots really cool in, like, occasional use, but it becomes really just run-defining after a bit. Or like panic shots, which sucks because I think a lot of the tricks in those runs are really cool. Like muffin boosting is so funny. It's so good. The out of bounds tricks in Hitman are really good. Hmm. See, the problem with speedrun.com is that you'll have, like, some of the most prestigious speedruns of all time. Like, actually, there's a great example of this on my screen. You'll have Resident Evil 4 right beside Super Bear Adventure for Android, iOS, and Switch. Like, awesome. Oh boy. I love speedrunners. I love Roblox stores. Yeah, it's kind of insane to me that Roblox is still on speedrun.com. Like, I would have imagined that they have their own website by now. No? Is that... I don't know if this is a thought that has only occurred to me. But, like, if smaller series... like, Halo runs exist. Like, come on. How does Roblox not have a website? The community is all children? Yeah, but, like, you know... it's just... it's still surprising to me. They don't have anyone to make a website. I've seen... I don't know, I've seen... worse, or not worse, but, like, less active speedrunning communities have websites before. So it's just like, surely there's someone out there that can. Right? It's just one of those things. Alright. I'm just gonna immediately run it back. I mean, that run was mostly fine. It's just like, you know, mistakes, smile. I think Rotoburr was still kind of bad. It is nice being able to play the late game, though. That is fun. I appreciate doing that. But yeah. I was thinking about this the other day, but I think it's kind of criminal just how underrated Sonic games are in the broader speedrunning community. Because every other day I'll see some like Mario series documentary that's like 40 minutes long talking about the entire history of the community. But I'll like never see Sonic community documentaries, you know? And like, I was thinking of this the other day, because Lunatic J the other day released a video on the recent timing change that Sonic 2 had, where they started timing pauses. Which was a few months ago at this point. Like, I remember hearing about RTA, TBC. Okay. Maybe I reset this. I'm kind of tempted, but I won't. Like, back in January, question mark? Like... it happened a while ago. But I just heard, like, no one outside of the Sonic community talking about it, for whatever reason. Until yesterday or something, where he made a video about it. Which I was really happy to see, just randomly in my recommended. Because I think the story behind, particularly some classic games, have really just kind of strange stories behind them. Sonic 2 is probably the most broken, but I mean, like, Sonic 3 and Knuckles just had a huge wrong warp discovered, and I haven't seen anything about it from anyone outside of the Sonic community. And that's crazy, because, like, I don't know, maybe I'm not paying attention to the right people. Why can't I pop? Thank you. But like, you know, if that shit was a Nintendo property, it'd be covered incessantly. I'd see 20 million videos about it. But, alas. There are some YouTubers, like Don SR is, you know, a pretty okay, like, moderately sized Sonic YouTuber at this point. But, I don't know. It's kind of sad that, like, we need community members from the Sonic community to actually make the videos that we want. I didn't even know there were 3 Sonics. Well, I mean, you have, the one from that really strange TV show where he has, like, a brother and a sister, Underground Sonic. That guy kind of weird. You have, yeah, that's the only one I can think about, actually. I don't think there are 3 Sonics. God, Sonic Underground is so fucking weird. That show sucks. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of sad to me, because I feel like Sonic games are cool, and people don't give them the appreciation that they deserve sometimes. My Twitter feed recently, this is related to the Sonic video thing. My Twitter feed recently has been, like, 80% these very funny short-form videos from, The Mimic about, like, just random Sonic Adventure stuff, like, different, like, Sonic Adventure speed strats or whatever, and they're all fucking bangers. Oh, I had the worst cycle of all time, unfortunately. They're all just so funny. The Mimic is just my goat, I fear. Such. I think I'm gonna reset this just because that death's really bad. I wasn't, like, super paying attention anyways to that level. They're just so good. I can't believe it. I actually reset. We're only... Well, I mean, we went 2 hours without one, so... That's honestly pretty good. I'm pretty okay with that. But yeah. They're bangers. I don't know how... I was thinking about doing this for specifically Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. I have, like, half of a finished, like, short-form video just on my PC somewhere. But I was thinking about doing those for BRC. But I don't know how popular, like, speedrunning short-form stuff is. I've seen, like, normie content creators do it for... Like, I'm gonna reset that as well. I've opened the floodgates. I don't know how... I've seen, like, normie content creators use speedrunning as, like, clickbait or whatever in short-form videos. But... I haven't seen much, like, speedrunner making short-form video type content. And I don't know how popular it is, if it does exist. I'm sure it does exist somewhere, but I haven't seen much of it. And it has me kind of curious if those, like, actually do well. I don't know why I go for that jump still. I probably shouldn't. That one loses too much time to be worth it. Hold on. I'm getting pings on Discord that I feel like I might want to read. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting messages on Discord that I need to, like, actually respond to. My timer's fine. I just have to, like, look at things for a bit. It's fine. Okay. Think up a bit. Anyways. That's that bad. Anyways. Sonic Speedrunner has been my only real competition for the last 5 years or so. It's always one of us, you know? I'm not even really a Sonic Speedrunner at this point, but it's always one of us. You know? It is really funny. Most Sonic speedrunners, I feel like, kind of stick to the niche. Like, you know, most Sonic runners don't really break out into other games. But every now and then, they'll get a game that, like, tickles them in that special little way that Sonic does for a lot of us. And it's like, oh, okay, cool, I'm gonna dedicate the next few years of my life to being cracked at this game. And it's like, yeah, that's real. I don't know. I've always been pretty frustrated that Sonic runners really stick in their bubble, I feel like. And it is really frustrating to deal with. I've been to GDQ events where I will talk to Sonic runners, like, single-digit times, despite, like, knowing them for years, and it's like... because I'm talking to people outside of the Sonic community more. It's like, damn, that's crazy. I don't know. The clicky community, I think. Which is why I don't really... like, still know a lot of them. But it's one of those things where it's like... I don't really play many of the games anymore. So it's like hard to call myself a Sonic speedrunner. Just because I don't play the games as much as I used to. I don't know. I'll see. The thing is, I only like a pretty small subsection of Sonic games, just in general. I don't really like boost formula games. At least generally. So, I have the, like, small subsection that I'm into. But even then, that subsection is small enough to where I get more enjoyment out of being an indie games runner, or just a, like, variety runner, than I do being a Sonic runner. Just because half the games don't really, you know, match my vibe, if you will. Match my freak. Pretty good Magma Works, actually. What was that? Accidentally pressed the trigger super early. I think I'm actually just gonna go ahead and die here. I'm only on 2 health and I would prefer not to be. I don't know why I can never use that grappling hook in specific correctly. The one before the Beatles. I feel like I always mess up that, that movement string. Okay. I am amazed I hit that coin. I did not think I did. Okay, I just instantly touched the platform. Nice. You know, this is the least frustrated I've been at this game in a long time, I think. Because usually I get pretty instant tilt when runs aren't going super hot. But like, just constantly no resetting is so good for the mental, bro. It's actually just peak, I fear. I didn't need that again, but whatever. We'll just grab it anyways. Thank you. That's fine. Should be very similarly. Okay, 3 seconds. Not a biggie. It's kind of fucked up that GDQ is like a week away. Isn't that crazy? I'm so excited. Kind of bad cycle there, but good. I'm just gonna go ahead and die here, I think. Honestly, pretty clean. I will not complain about that. Too bad, I think. I mean, honestly, a pretty clean build too overall. I will definitely not complain about a 6-minute build too. What, a 6:12? A new math, finally? I'm fixed, I'm cured. 6:12 is pretty good. That was awkward because I went under, but good deal. This has PB chances, TM, but I think the chances are a bit slim. That's strange. I'm gonna try to lock the fuck in, because I would like a PB, preferably. Fuck. I think that cycle might have been faster to take, but I didn't want to risk it. That's pretty good. That's like close to gold. I'm saving quite a bit of time here. Nearly 10 seconds. Nice! Holy fuck. What? Sad. That sucks. Not too much time loss, but annoying time loss. I do think I would like to reset my health. If possible. Oh, I can do it at the end. I shouldn't die yet. Need to avoid damage here, and then I'll just do it, at the end. Definitely losing time here, though. I will reset once I get this checkpoint. Yeah, definitely losing some time. What? I shouldn't have gone for that. That was greedy. Oh, holy fuck. I'm scared. Damn. I had time save there, but no. Well. Level hard. You have some time save here as well. Oh yeah, right. I think my Ice Melt Marsh in my PB is also pretty horrendous. Fuck my life. Damn it. Unlucky. PB is, slowly getting less and less level. But, that's okay. Honestly, carrying a pretty good pace until the end here. I will not complain too much about. What the fuck is that? What do you mean? Damn it. I have to definitely gold a few things now. Yeah, I have to gold a few things. Oh, well, I guess we'll play risky. Probably not so risky to do, like, Terminal Depths strat, but... Make it. Huge. That was really good. That was really clean. Doesn't gold, but definitely saves time. So I needed that. No, it doesn't? No, it's really close, though. Okay. If I can get, like, God Cycle on Mint, then this might be pretty good. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. We'll see. Hi, Xavier. How's it going? Speepy Claus? I don't know what that means, but thank you. It's fine. What? Ah, how do I accidentally go under there, man? Fuck. No gold. I think Run's dead. Yeah. Didn't save enough time there. I think Run is over. We'll see. Now it's dead, for sure. This is just super slow now. At airport, here for hours, will be for more whack-ass connection. So true. What airport are you in? And is it a good airport? I guess I should also ask. That was sick, actually. It's my gold. This could. It's really close, though. Oh, yeah, it does. Wild. Gold by a second. Much fireball time. I'm gonna just try to full send this. If it... Ah. If it's bad, then that's how it goes. So far, pretty good. That was, like, really good cycles. What the hell? Is it a good airport? Is it actually... Holy shit, 2-second gold. Wait. Run could be alive. You want to bet channel points on it, Rhythm? I have a channel point redeem that gets you either a timeout for I think it's 30 minutes, or you get VIP. You want to believe, but I mean that best possible time is working against you. Hello everyone, welcome to my market pitch for twitch.tv/shovelclaws/subscribe. I can't risk 30 minutes, no Noid propaganda, damn. Tragic. We'll see. This is like really close now. I need to gold both Deep Rot and Narrow, so I'm just gonna full send Deep Rot and see how it goes. I usually do some safety strats in there, but no point if PB is on the line. We'll see. Guess I should stay on 60 for now, huh? Nice. Huge. That's the two things I'm looking for there. Run, robot, run. Alright, I dash forward here. I'm gonna hopefully not need the health fruit. We'll see. Cool. We are fucking clean with it this stage, so... Yeah, this was really clean. I have an actual chance at PBing, I think. So I think that saves enough time. We'll see! No shot. I need 4 seconds out of Narrow, and I already have a really good gold. Oh, this is close. Okay. Lock the fuck in. We'll see. We'll see. If it doesn't happen, that's okay. I'm gonna run it back, but this was a honestly pretty good run. Like, if Sea of Teeth, if I didn't get this time loss, this would be a PB. And if Brittle Glacier had gone a little bit better as well, this would be so good if those 2 levels went a bit better. Come on, hit him. Fine, I guess. Decent first phase. I didn't take too much damage, which is important. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. What am I doing? Wow, that might have killed it, I think. Aw, man. If I hadn't just, like, fallen and died, that would be it. Fuck! Damn. Unlucky. Yeah. Oh, well. I mean, honestly, pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Well, I mean, honestly, that World 4 was really good. Kinda sad that the rest was kinda rough. Like, Headstone Peak really was just the one thing, like, if this had been to PB level, then nothing else would have mattered, and I would have been, I think, fine. If I just hadn't lost so much time there, everything else was mostly time gain. Like, my World 1, plus 17. World 2, minus 1. Minus 2. Minus 6 in World 4. Ooh. Unlucky. Do I want to run that back? I started at 3:30 today, so I think I can do a little bit more. I think I'm gonna do 1. Hello, 2 spaces. Well, I'm thinking. Ugh. Alright. Okay. I will run that back. I have to sit through the credits because I accidentally let them play. My bad. I have to get food real fast, so I'm actually gonna be right back. Good thing I was in World 1 and not in the middle of the run. So, I'll be right back. Okay, I got me some food. I think on the whole having food thing, I think I might be done for the day, actually. I would like to eat. I'm pretty hungry. So I think I will call it there, but thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate it a lot. Good yap session. If you'd like, you can join my Discord if you want to hang out, get some notifications when I go live, so on and so forth. It's not too chatty in there, but, you know, I try to respond when there are people talking in there. If you would like to follow my socials as well, I would appreciate that. And, I will also just plug again, I have a tip jar that's going on right now. You can see the bottom right over there. I have a little fund for SGDQ. Not at all required to donate, but if you are generous and capable, then I would appreciate it a lot. SGDQ is going to be a fucking baller, and I'm really excited for it, and the extra money could help me out. That said, I appreciate you all for hanging out and chatting and being here, watching. If you just lurked, then that's totally okay as well. But let's see if there's anyone I want to raid. Not seeing anyone stand out, so I'm going to raid someone that I was going to watch anyways after this. We're going to raid Brian Otto. And he's not doing anything speedrun related, so like, if you just, like, raid and then leave, that I get it. But he's doing his fake baseball league, which I think has single-handed made me interested in baseball. I watch this shit every time he streams it, and it's always very fun. He's super passionate about it, and it's a cute little thing to have on in the background while you're eating, which is convenient because I just got me food. So I'm gonna go eat and watch that, and so we're gonna raid into him. Hi TFT, practice day will go well. I got a run that was 6 seconds off PB, but no worries about being here at the very end either way. It's okay. I will be live this weekend if you wanna, you know, come back and hang out. Then that's totally chill by me. If not, no problem. But yeah, but yeah, thank you for coming by either way. Even though we are literally ending now. happens to the best of us. But yeah, practice was good. Got a lot of good runs in. I feel good about Pixel Perfect, which is all I really care about. But yeah, we're gonna raid Brian Otto. I hope you enjoy some motherfucking fake baseball, because I enjoy myself some motherfucking fake baseball. Otherwise, thanks for hanging out. I hope to see you again on this weekend. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye!